Hello and welcome to Equipment of People of God Ministry, also known as EPG Ministry. I just want to take this time once again to thank you all for the likes, the shares, the comments, and the following of our Equipment of People of God Ministry Facebook page, and also the likes, the shares, the comments, the following, and the subscribing of our EPG Ministry YouTube channel. On this morning, I will not be before you all long. And for today's session, I want to use the title, The Fullness of God. And for today's session, we're going to look at the book of Ephesians, the 3rd chapter, the 19th verse, the King James Version, and it reads as so. And to know the love of Christ, which passeth knowledge, that ye may be filled with all the fullness of God. And with that being said, in this particular scripture, Paul is encouraging us to experience the love of Christ in a way that goes beyond mere information. I don't know if you may have ever heard the quote, no one cares about how much you know until they know about how much you care. Now, here, Paul is not saying that knowledge isn't important. What he is saying is that God's love is ultimately beyond our comprehension. We will never completely understand it, i.e., one may ask, how does God love someone and that individual doesn't love him? See, godly love must be expressed in action. That's why love is the greatest gift of them all. See, the Pharisees were said to follow the law in their actions, yet neglect the love of God, and did not have the love of God in them. So action without love is just as invalid as love without action. Paul is encouraging us to be filled with the Spirit. Paul knew that love in both thoughts and actions is the key to being filled in the life of the believer, the fullness of God. So on this morning, I just want to encourage you all to include me. Let's let our actions show love and our love show action. Let's have the fullness of God. Let's operate in his spirit, because without it, we cannot truly be effective. We cannot truly love without the spirit. Our actions cannot be validated without the spirit, especially when you're doing the work of God and for his kingdom. So I just want to encourage you all once again, to include myself. Let's have that fullness of God. Let's let our love show action and our actions show love. I pray that today's message has found you all once again in good spirits, high hopes, and has always been blessed. I pray that this weekend will be a blessed weekend for you all. I thank you all for tuning in to Equipment of People of God Ministry, also known as EPG Ministry. And above all, always remember to stay and be blessed.